What's up, y'all? So today is a very sad day. Actually, this week has been a very sad week. There's Coco. There's the Coco. Oh, boy, little girl. Oh, she's getting me. Okay, I love you. Okay, I love you. Okay, go away. I'm doing something. Okay, she's not going away. All right, thank you. All right, so this week, as any of you that have a Pro XP have found out, Polaris put in a sell, stop riding ordinance on all the turbos from 2020 and 2021. Oh, my other doggy. Oh, here's Tiberius. Hi, Tiberius. You guys can't leave me alone. So it's a really sad week this week. What does that mean? Well, it means I can't ride my brand new Pro XP4 Ultimate. Yeah, that doesn't sit well with me. I've done a bunch of research trying to figure out, what has happened to all these folks that have broke a clutch in their system. So apparently, a lot of guys have been doing, brake starts, drag racing, just hitting it hard and high, and they have destroyed the clutches. The clutches have been blowing up and causing all kinds of damage. I've seen a few videos of this happening. So I tried to do some research to find if there's a fix. Of course, amongst all the research, can't find anything. Called Polaris. They have no answers right now. I called them and asked them a few questions. When will this be fixed? They don't know. What is the fix? They don't know. What's the timing of this? They don't know. I asked if I continue to ride and something happens, what will happen with the warranty? And they've told me that the warranty will likely be voided, which isn't cool, obviously. So what do? I don't know. This thing could take months for them to figure out, and to sit on such an expensive ride, I don't think I could just sit around for months. So I started doing a bunch of research. There's a few dogs. My God, they were just sleeping 2 seconds ago. So started doing a bunch of research, and you know what? Let's go inside. All right. So I started doing a bunch of research, and there really, like I said, there really isn't a fix. But what you could do is simply, good Lord, I come inside and they start bugging me. You guys chill. Crazy dogs. These crazy dogs. All right, so what I think I'm gonna end up doing is I'm just gonna go ahead and buy a new primary clutch and a new secondary clutch. That way I take all the failure out of the system and then write out the fix, see what happens with the repair. And one, I'll either keep the upgraded clutch system, or I'll take it in, get the fix, and use that because it would be under warranty. So I don't know. I got a lot of things going through my head right now and how we're gonna do this. It sucks to have to come out of pocket for that primary and secondary like that, but if I get to ride for the next few months, then it's probably worth it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here in the next few days, but if I end up getting the primary and secondary, I'll make another video of me installing that, because I don't think it's really that difficult to do. So for today, I got a couple other things I'm gonna work on. I bought a wolf snout, a wolf snout system that keeps the heat out of the cab. So a lot of you guys that probably have these razors, or really any side-by-side, a lot of heat really comes into the cab, and there's times where I felt like my feet were burning off. So there's little gaps in the center console area that allows heat to just pass through the vehicle. Well, the wolf snout system is supposed to basically help bypass that heat, so it just keeps going underneath the car and it doesn't get inside the cab and get you really, really hot. So I'm gonna install that. And then I have the Milwaukee Packout system for tools. I bought the roller system, but it comes with, you know, the large box and the smaller box. Well, I intend to use that for tools that I would typically take on the trails, because right now I really don't have any good storage options. I got a couple door bags and, you know, the onboard storage, but it doesn't really do enough for the tools I like to carry on the trails with me. So that will, the Packout system should do really nice. I have to make some modifications to the base of it so that it fits perfectly inside the back of the cab and I can still put a cooler back there. So I'll be working on that today. So thanks for watching, and here we go. All right, so here is the Packout system. I bought basically this entire setup, right? It came with these 3 bottom pieces, but then I bought another piece for it. Purpose is to take at least this box, maybe this box, on the trails whenever I need anything. So I want to fit as many tools as I can that I would normally take with me anytime I'm going four-wheeling. Usually they might stay in the truck, but I want to fit some in here so that I have them available at any given time when we're on the trails. Usually it's not for me, it's for somebody else that may have broken down. But you can tell the base here, it's the Packout base, it doesn't fit. I think in some of the older Razor models, it fit just fine without any modifications. I don't know, I'm not sure. But I haven't seen anybody do this with a Pro XP yet, and it just barely doesn't fit. So I'm gonna have to cut here, I think right here, and then cut on this side as well. And I might do a little shaving on the back, just to kind of get it into here a little bit better. And that way it kind of goes as far back as I possibly can. But that's what we'll be working on today. And oh yeah, when you're out here working in the garage, I can't just sit there and quiet. I either got to have music going or something going while I'm doing something. So I took my iPad. We're gonna watch the game while we're working. That way I got something going on in the background. This is the front side of the system. So when you put the Packout in, it slides in and locks in place underneath these guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably cut right along here so that I could still use this pole to secure the system to the bed. So if I flip it upside down, it should be pretty easy to follow. I'm just gonna follow right here, just before this screw hole, mounting hole. So it'll look like that when it's done. I'll just cut off all that. Got the Sawzall ready to go. I'm not gonna really even do any measure. I'm just gonna hack away, I think. Butter. Wow, that cut so easy. Didn't quite get it exactly where I want it, but it's pretty close. So there's that. Do the same thing on this side. Really close to that one. Alright. Let's see if it fits just like this. Alright, so it fits a lot better, obviously. You can see I got it really close there, but it's still got a good amount of plastic, so I'll be all right. So I probably, I don't need to cut it anymore on that side. What I do need to do is just cut off the very back edge. That way it sits a little bit better, and then this won't hit anymore right here, these little pieces of plastic. So it should be pretty easy. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut here off. Go. Probably didn't even need to cut as much over here as I needed to, but man, it fits pretty snug. I probably could shave it off a little bit more just to get it to the back, but I don't think it's necessary. This is pretty close to where I need it. All right, so next I'm gonna take out 1, 2, 3, 4 screws with a T40 bit, and I think after I do that, the bed just slides right out, and then I can go ahead and try and attach this guy to the bed. Okay, so we got the bed out, and I've already started working on getting some nuts and bolts in. So I started off with the center one first, made sure I was all centered out. So I got the center one in first, and then when you open it from the other side, it was just slightly off-centered, which is okay. And I had to cut out, you can see here, it might be hard to tell on camera, but there's grooves on the back side of this trunk, and I had to literally cut out a piece so that I can get my nut inside there. And I've already gone ahead and worked on the 2 top pieces, or 2 top bolts. So those are drilled in. You can see those. And on the other side, they're right there. Mounts perfectly. I'm glad I cut it the way I did, because I'm getting some flat surfaces. All right, so now I am working on the outside section here. So I'm gonna drill that in. I'm gonna drill the other side, and I think that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end up only with 5 bolts holding this in. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to strip this out just a little bit. It's right on a groove. I'm using tin snips to do this piece. Let's see. Right here. Tin snips cut right through the plastic, so it makes it a lot easier trying to use these than anything else. Fairly flat, pretty simple. Get your bolt, flat washer, a lock washer, and a nut. It's not going to fit with the washer. just use the lock washer. You'll notice if anybody else does this groove right here where it's flat, there's this little flat section right here that actually sits on these metal bars when you put the bed back in. So as long as your nut and bolts aren't sitting on that piece of metal, you should be fine. Same problem. 10 steps. And I'm not going to use a washer again, so I'm just going to use nut and bolt and the lock washer. I'm going to try and shine a light inside here. So you guys can see there's a little gap behind the mount and the bed. So I had to put in a little spacer. So I'm going to add this little plastic spacer in between so that the mount doesn't bend when I screw it down. I just happen to have these spacers here at the house. Used on some other project. Doesn't even barely move. As a matter of fact, now there's like no play at all. Alright, so take my little washer here, my nut. All I'm doing, I'm just sliding it underneath where it needs to go. Okay. Alright, tighten these back up. Voila. That bracket is in there. All right, there it is with the bracket installed. Four bolts. Screws. Now, one thing to note, you gotta put a smaller box on the bottom before you put the bigger box on top. Reason for that is because this box is huge. It's much bigger than the smaller boxes. So, or you can move the bracket forward a little bit. I'm off by probably 1/4 of an inch. So I could move my bracket forward a little bit, but I'm actually okay with putting the smaller box on the bottom because it is about as far back as it can possibly get. There we go. And this is what I do with my cooler. Boom. Cooler sits there. Freaking awesome. All right. Well done. All right, so I finally got all of my tools organized. I got all the stuff that was in the bags earlier, all inside this guy. So we're full now. Basically every compartment. Drills and stuff there. And then the bottom's full of all the other stuff. But then I also took this, filled it up with some of the stuff, a little miscellaneous stuff that I kept in a little storage bag. And then this guy, which will go on top of that. That goes there. So nice and even. I could see completely out of the back still. I got plenty of space, and I use a soft cooler. And we don't even really keep it harnessed down. It just stays. So plenty of room for a cooler. I could actually put the Polaris cooler there if I really wanted to. But for me, this will work out really good, and I can still have full visibility out of the back, which is nice. But that's it. So I probably have to do a separate video for the wolf snout cool cab thing. So thought I could do it all in one day, but I was watching football and doing this and getting all my tools organized. So look out for the next video for the wolf snout stuff.